Hello and welcome to Mangatory96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. Today's topic will be Irina and what she did in the story. Specifically, I will cover the volumes that the anime didn't cover, starting from volume 11 and going all the way to volume 23, as it is the perfect place to end this video. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with what Irina did in volume 11. In volume 11, she accompanies the Grammary team to the underworld, where they were attacked by Cao Cao and George, losing to the two. She was later handed the Excalibur ruler by Le Fay Pendragon to fix the broken ex-Durandal after her brother abandoned the sword. In volume 12, Irina, Zenobia and Akino face John in a 3-on-1 match using a prototype Holy Demonic Sword created by Heaven. While they were able to corner John, John manages to take a child as a hostage to prevent them from further attacking her. Luckily, Kiba manages to save the child and Issa defeats John. After the return of Issa and the defeat of Cao Cao, Irina says she wants to go on a date with Issa, as does the rest of the girls of the Occult Research Club. In volume 14, she took part in the rescue mission of the Occult Research Club kidnapped first years and helps battle the stray magicians who took them. In volume 15, she was seen competing against Zenobia in a swimming match in the underground pool of the Hyodo residence for the right to sit on Issa's lap, which Zenobia ultimately won. Irina, along with the rest of the Occult Research Club members Benina and Lob Garo, went to Romania in volume 16 to aid Rias and Kiba, who were held captive in the Tepesh castle. She then participated in an attempt to stop the extraction of the Longinus Sephiroth Tigral from Valerie Tepesh and rescue her, fighting the enhanced vampires in Grenada along the way. She later teamed up with Zenobia to defeat the mass-produced evil dragons that were rampaging in the Carmelia's castle town. After returning from Romania, she participated in the meeting for the formation of DxD. In volume 17, Irina, along with the rest of the Occult Research Club members, went to the underworld and participated in the Experience Day for the school Sona built located at Auros in the Agares territory. While doing the respective activities assigned to them, Clipot managed to surround both Auros and Agares inside a barrier and announced their intent to attack after a certain period of time. Before the time was up, they reconfirmed their plan and Irina ended up pairing up with Hanaki of the Stitchy group and fought with the mass-produced evil dragons. After the fights were settled and Zenobia's plan to become the student council president was revealed, Irina told Issa that the promised season is near. In volume 18, Irina went to Heaven with the Occult Research Club. Upon their return, they visited by Irina's father, Toji Shidou, to organize the Christmas project and also give his daughter a magic doorknob that leads to an interdimensional room for her to mate with Issa without falling, which embarrassed her. Irina later goes shopping with Toji, Issa, Zenobia and Asya, only to be attacked by Masaomi Yagaki, wielding the holy sword Ame no Morokumo no Tsurugi, infused with half of Yamato no Orochi, which he managed to impale and poison her father, much to her horror. Toji is now hospitalized and gives Irina the holy sword head to kill her and was later transferred to Heaven to be cured. When Clipot attacked Heaven, she rushed to save her dad from Masaomi again. She manages to defeat him with the use of her new sword, to purify Masaomi's sword with the help of Issa's Ascalon and Zenobia's ex-Durandal, thus ridding him of the dragon's influence, but was soon killed by Rizwan. Later, Issa and Irina were out shopping. She kisses him but tells Issa that they already kissed before as kids. They then meet up with Azazel in the Santa Claus outfit and recalled their childhood promise to attack Santa, so with the help of Office, they charge at Azazel. In the Extra Life of DX1, during the rated game rematch between Rias and Riser, Irina took the place of Riser's substitution bishop due to being an old acquaintance of his knight Carmine. Irina faced off against Zenobia. Their fight continued even after the game ended. In volume 19, she participated in the fight against the exorcists that rebelled against the church. Along with Kiba, she initially joined with Sona Spirit, Dulio and Griselda to fight against the exorcists led by Ewald Crystal, who they had trouble fighting due to wielding a replica of Excalibur. Where They managed to defeat Ewald with the combined effort of Kiba and having her abilities enhanced by Griselda, with Dulia delivering the finishing blow. Irina and Kiba then left to join the other battlefields against the Exorcist led by Vasco Strada, who wielded a replica of Durandal and also had difficulty to defeat. Suddenly, the whole group had to deal with Walburga, while the army of the evil dragons were immobilized. She activates her balance breaker that had control over the other half of Yamato no Orochi, where they were able to defeat her as well as to destroy the evil dragon's soul. In Volume 20, Irina's school are having a career consultation for everyone in her year. She is surprised to find out that her father has come back to Japan from England for his daughter's interview with her teacher. Irina scolds him for prioritizing her over his work. Toji explains that he originally has to attend an errand while in Japan and took this opportunity to see his angel. He then asks Ise if he and Irina have already used the interdimensional room, which causes Irina to outburst at her father in embarrassment. Along with the other members of DxD, they meet up with Aujak, who had recovered Ravel, who had been missing. Aujak then tells them about a shocking truth about the King Peace, an invention of his he kept secret from the public. Later, DxD were able to locate the stolen city Agares, where they began an invasion on Klipot's hideout. Irina and the Gremory team face off against Ninhor, the evil dragon that kidnapped Ise's parents. They had difficulty defeating him due to him possessing several Phoenix Tears vials, until Chrome Crouch shows up and starts beating Ninhor senselessly. Irina assisted Ise and Asya to find their parents by clearing a path through an army of evil dragon alongside Kiba and Zenobia. In Volume 21, days after Trihexa had been unleashed and wreaked havoc onto the world and various other realms of different mythologies, Irina and the rest of her friends joined an army on an island of the coastal waters of Japan to battle Klipot's army of evil dragons, fake skull males, and one of Trihexa's bodies controlled by Apopis. In Volume 22, she arrived together with Zenobia and Asya and witnessed Rias and Akino seducing Ise, and with Irina showing amazement that a room similar to her own has been developed so soon. During school, after everyone had finished their end of semester test, they were all in the club room preparing for the new year while reminiscing over the past. Irina revealed that she plans to go to the college division, but has yet to decide whether to work for a church affiliation or something else for as long as she is able to gather at the emergency meetings. She also states that she wants to start a bakery with Zenobia, exposing that her second option of becoming a bride, which embarrassed Irina. After school, she goes fishing with the Occult Research Club, the Valley team, and Ise's parents, with her challenging Zenobia to see who can catch the most fish. On the graduation day, Irina scolded Ise, Rias and Akeno for keeping a secret of going to the club with them. After the graduation ceremony, Irina then revealed to everyone that she had declined to join the Angels team in order to join Ise's team for the Rating Game World Tournament, and happily accepted Ise's invitation. She then watched as Ise proposed to Rias and smiles of their joyful union. In Volume 23, she and her peers had already enrolled in the Co-Academy as third years. Her team had already won several matches at this point, but noticed that despite this she questioned the look of gloom on Zenobia had on her face. She reveals the reason for it is that usually this is around when something bad eventually happens. Roswese, who was now their homeroom teacher, announced to everyone for the ball tournament taking place in a few days' time, with Zenobia declared to the others that she and her student council team will not lose even to them, prompting Irina to declare the same back at her. Both teams set up a meeting with each other at the Hyodo residence as to get its members acquainted with each other, while Ravel said that this meeting will be an opportunity for both parties to gather each other's intelligence. But Irina retorted to believing that it will simply be a greeting with some angels and won't lead to anything drastic. Upon their arrival, Irina extended her hand to introduce us the members of Dulia's team. When it came to Nero's introduction, Irina explained that Heaven took a note from Ise's Opie Dragon franchise and produced a hero for the Believers, which Nero volunteered for the role. She then brought a small dining car with cake and tea for everyone and nearly slipped off Element Hilda's assistance in baking until Ravel interrupted her as not to leak too much information to their opponents. Later that night, when Isa was in bed with Ravel and Asya, the two swordswomen, Zenobia and Irina, switched off the lights and then came running in like ninjas to also cling to him for staring too much at Mirana's breasts, an attempt to show off theirs to him while explaining that they tried different methods in making them bigger. The five of them eventually slept next to him on his bed. Needing more fighting members, Isa and Ravel sought after Oreo to join them. Isa's team did their training in an underground space with a Grammary territory that had been previously handed to them, during which she and Zenobia were doing mock sword battles. While discussing how difficult Dulio's team supervisor Rudiger may be, they were soon greeted by the surprise visit from Ryogon Belfegor, who was sent there by Ravel's brother Ruval for a job. She provided them with documents, game data regarding Rudiger that could be useful in their upcoming match. Although Irina and the other girls were appalled when Ryogon began flirting with Isa, who didn't seem to mind it, they all gave him a cold stare as Ryogon left giving him a flirty wink. Sometimes later, both teams have their match at the Aujak Stadium in the Astaroth territory with a game they'll be playing called Rampaging Ball, where both teams must find the goal that appears all over the game field and then throw the ball in. As the game had begun, their team were met with thunderclouds created by Dulio that caused icy cold heavy rain accompanied by lightning strikes that they had to dodge while attempting to obtain the ball first. That was fought over between Zenobia, Nero, then Bova, but Oreo from their side was able to retrieve the ball and score the first goal, earning them 5 points. Later on, both teams have scored consecutive points of 88 against 85, with Irina's in the lead. Irina clashed against Kyotaro Shinra in a sword fight over the ball just as her teammates arrived at her position. Dulio, Ditlem, Mirana and Nero took advantage of Irina also being a brave sand to use the 5-card combination attack to increase their physical abilities. Dulio snatched the ball from Irina and used the momentum to score a goal and gain the lead with 95 points. Irina appeared in shock that she had unwillingly assisted the other team in their technique, then left Isa to advise her to speak back for the moment so as to avoid the same mistake but still reassured her to win. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Irina's role in the story. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.